Have you ever wondered how to pick an eyeshadow to go with your outfit? Well, one way is to use a color wheel and color theory to help you know which shades will complement each other the best. If that sounds like something that might be interesting to you, then stick around because that's what I'm doing today. I am wearing this bright teal aqua colored shirt and jewelry, and I could pull in palettes like the BH Cosmetics Summer in Saint-Tropez that has this really pretty teal color in there, or the Wet n Wild Color Icon 32 pan that has a lot of these teals and blues over here and do a monochromatic look. That's always an option to just kind of match what you're wearing. But what if I don't want to match? How do I know what shades will go best with this shirt? And that's where a color wheel comes in. So I'm going to put a picture of a color wheel right here. Colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel are complementary colors. And if they are opposite each other, then you know they're going to look great together. They're going to offset each other and really make the colors pop. And because I'm wearing this teal shirt, if you look on the color wheel, the color opposite this teal is an orange coral. So I am going to use two palettes today, the Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral Edition and the Colourpop Cosmetics Baby Got Peach. Now, my Baby Got Peach has been Frankensteined just a little bit. There was a shimmer glitter white color right here that I never used. I was never going to use. Take that back, I used it once and I ended up with glitter all over my face. So I did not even want that in this palette anymore. So I took a color from another palette that I thought would go well in here and I put that in this palette, and I'm not sure that it's even a Colourpop pan, but in case you didn't know, these Colourpop 9 pans, you can pop off this plastic cover and there's a strip of magnet on each row, and these pans are magnet. You can change them out, mix and match, do what you want. You don't have to keep a palette the way you bought it. If you want to change it out, swap them around. And the reason I'm bringing in both of these palettes, you can probably tell if you look at this one, I want this color right here. And there's a little bit more variation as far as gradient of color if I use them together. So that's what I'm going to do. Do you like my new background? In my last video I did, I showed you what I got from Dollar Tree and took you through setting it all up, and I love it. I think it's just so pretty back there. I already have my face makeup done, and I will have all of that listed and linked if available in the description box down below. Some of the links might be affiliate links, and if you click on them and purchase through there, I very much appreciate it. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do is the first thing I almost always do, and that's to take the lightest color in the palette and set my eye primer from crease to brow bone. Today I used the Milani eye primer. I know a lot of people love this. I'm not sold on it yet. I did mix it up very, very well. It seemed kind of oily when I used it before, and mixing it did kind of help, but I also set it down with powder because it still seemed just oily. And the last time I used it, I did get creasing. I had like no eyeshadow right in my crease. It just separated. Because it appears that my beloved e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer is no longer on the is no longer available on the e.l.f. website. I am now on the hunt for a new favorite eye primer. If you have one that you absolutely love that's under $15, then please let me know in the description box below. So I'm just going to take and pat that on both eyes. And then I'm going to take the Morphe M535 fluffy brush and go into this color right here just to start that transition process. And I will dab and then blend. And the reason I do the dab first is because I feel it lays down the color better and more evenly, and I don't end up with it being so patchy. By the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Tina, and I'm glad to have you here on my channel, Beautiful Journey. When I do an eye look, I like to do one eye on camera, and then I will do the other eye, but edit that out so the video doesn't get too long. Now to continue deepening up, I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place palette and go into this peach right here that's a little deeper. Just going to use the same brush and tap off a little. This one I'll put just a little bit lower and on the outer third of the lid. This brush actually might be just a little bit big for this step, but it's working okay. I just have to be a little careful. But I am going to brush this off in my color switch so that if I want to do some blending later with that lighter color, I don't accidentally go in with the deeper color. And then I'm going to go in with this Shayna B brush, and it's denser and kind of shaped so that it comes to a point, but it's sort of flat too, if that makes sense. It's still fluffy. It's not a packed shader brush, but I want to be a little bit more precise and get into the crease with a deeper color. And I'm trying to decide. I'm going to go back into Baby Got Peach and use this one here. And I'm just going in with that on the tip and then tapping off the excess in my palette. And again, I'm going to dab right in the crease and along the lash line. And I want to create that kind of sideways V shape out in that outer corner. And I'm going to bring that almost all the way across in the crease. And then I'm also going to take that just right under the lower lashes and only on the outer third. So I have the peach color laid down, and you can see that I have taken that a little bit above my crease so that when my eyes are open, you can still see the color. I do have hooded eyes. So if I don't bring it up a little bit higher than when I open my eyes and look straight ahead, you wouldn't see any of it. And now, of course, I'm going to go into a shimmer, and I'm going to take this one right here on my finger. Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to put that on the entire lid. If you want this to be even more intense, once you put it on your finger, if you take a setting spray, this is the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. It's just a little sample, and you can then spray your finger, and then you can really ramp up the volume and the va-va-voom factor of that shimmer, even if you like putting it on with your finger. I know a lot of people talk about wetting the brush, but I just really like putting shimmers on with my finger. And so this is a way to get a little extra pop, but still be able to use your fingers. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do a deeper shimmer in the outer V, or if I want to leave it like it is. Wish I could ask you guys. That was the nice thing about doing the live, was getting some feedback. I don't think I'm going to do a shimmer actually in the outer corner, but I am going to take a little bit deeper color and deepen that up. Let me see which one I want to use. I think the next deepest color is in the Juvia's place, and it's this one. And I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it sparingly at first because I'm not sure I want to get this like deep and smoky. So I'm literally just taking the tiniest little bit on that brush that I already used and just concentrating that right there in this outer V. And hoping I don't ruin it. Okay, I think I like the definition that this eye has versus this one, so I'm going to do this on the other side too. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to go back to that initial brush and some of that very light color, and I'm just going to blend out these edges a little bit. And then I'm going to take this little brush I have, and I don't know, it's a Coastal Scents brush, and it's just this tiny little, almost a pencil brush, but not really. It's just really kind of fluffy but also a little bit dense. And I always use this for my inner corner. And the lightest peach I have shimmer is right here. So that's the one I'm going to use in my inner corner, just to brighten up that area. I kind of have a little bit of a deep trough there that gets a little dark. And so I like to just brighten it up. And I do bring it just a tiny little bit onto the lower lash line in the corner there, just for some continuity. And now for the eyeliner. I'm going to use a brown. I like using brown with a peachy coral look. I think it's less harsh, and I think it just goes together really well. So this is a Girlactik eyeliner pencil that I got in an Ipsy quite a while ago, and that is all that is left in this pencil. So it's almost gone. I really enjoyed using it, but I also enjoy my 98 cent Wet n Wild. This pencil, when it's new, is about that long, and it works really good too. So don't feel like you have to spend a lot on an eyeliner to get a good one. What I look for in an eyeliner is, does it transfer to the waterline easily? And then does it stay there and not transfer from the top to the bottom? Because sometimes if it transfers too easily, then it doesn't stay where you put it and you end up with it where you don't want it. So I'm just going to tightline this upper waterline. And now for a little bit of fun. I'm going to take this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. The color is Fresh, and I'm going to put this in my lower waterline. And this is going to tie the eyes together with my shirt. You can see they're very close. And it gives a little pop of color without going all in on the color. If you're a little bit nervous about color, this is a great way to just add a little bit of fun, a little playfulness to your eye look without having to just dive in the deep end of color. So when I do my bottom waterline, I like to take a little puff and just pull down slightly so that it exposes that area that I'm going to line. And then just draw on that waterline. And you can see it's subtle, but it's there. And when I get done and get my mascara on and everything, I'll back out so you can see the effect with the shirt. But I just think it's really pretty, and it just kind of makes the whole thing pop. So I am going to now curl my lashes, put on some mascara, and I will be right back. I'm back and I have my mascara done. Today I used the LA Colors Biggie Lash. It says it's a tubing mascara. I do not find that it removes like a tubing mascara. It does remove with my cleansing balm, but it doesn't come off in the little tubes like the Thrive Cosmetics one does. But I do like it. I think it gives my lashes a lot of volume and a lot of length. It does feel a little heavy, and so I do kind of recurl my lashes with my fingers simply by kind of holding it up like that when it's a little bit tacky. And yes, then you do have to wipe some mascara off your fingers, but just doing that kind of puts it back where they need to be, and then it kind of stays there. I also used a little of my Rimmel Stay Matte powder just in the T-zone right here because I get a little shiny there, and the foundation that I use, the Flower Beauty Light Illusion, is a little bit dewier, and so I don't want to look oily in the center of my face. So I backed up just a little bit more and got the hair out of the way so that you can see the teal with the coral eyeshadow, and I think it just looks really pretty. And then that little pop of blue in the lower waterline is just kind of a, oh, is it there? Or anyway, I just think it's fun and I like it. I'm not an artist by trade. I don't have a lot of color theory knowledge, but I do have a little, and I know that sometimes if you're just not sure what to pair with something, that if you do a quick Google search for a color wheel, it can be really helpful in either getting you out of a rut and trying something new, or just giving you some direction when you just don't know which way to go. Of course, neutrals are always an option, but sometimes you just want to step a little bit outside the box, and a color wheel can help you do so. If you want to watch some more videos, take a look at that one there, or maybe that one over there. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.